I used to believe that being busy meant I was being productive. The more things I was working on, the more I felt like I was doing well. But over the time, I started noticing something frustrating. Even though I was always busy, I wasn't actually making real progress. And that's when I came across a simple question that changed the way I think and work. Hi everyone, I'm Sophie. Today, I want to share a book that changed the way I think about focus and productivity. If I had to choose just one book that changed how I work, this would be probably it. The book is The One Thing by Gary Keller and Papasan. And what I love about this book is that the idea is very simple and so easy to follow. The book was first published in 2013, but I didn't discover it until 2022. Interestingly, I first experienced it as an audiobook. I remember listening to it while walking or driving, and the ideas immediately caught my attention. I liked this book so much, later I bought the Kindle version as well, so I could slow down, reread certain sections, and really observe the ideas. And that alone says something about the book. This isn't the kind of book that you read once and move on. It's kind of book that you come back to, especially during seasons when life feels busy or overwhelming. Let me tell you a little bit about the authors. Gary Keller is the co-founder of Keller Williams, one of the largest real estate companies in the world. But what makes him fascinating isn't just the business success. He's known for asking very simple questions, the kind that cut through the noise and bring clarity. And the core question of this book comes directly from that mindset. What's the one thing? Now, Papasan, the co-author, is a writer and editor who helped shape those ideas into something clear and practical. Years ago, multitasking was seen as a strength. Being busy looked like competence. But after reading this book, I started seeing something differently. The truth is, real multitasking doesn't really exist. Sure, there are small things we can do at the same time. For example, listening to audiobooks while walking, listening to music while doing chores. But when it comes to analyzing or solving problems, what we call multitasking is actually constant attention switching. And guess what? Every time we switch our attention, we lose focus, energy, and quality. Even in my own work as an analyst, I often have several projects at the same time. That part hasn't changed. What changed is how I approach them. Instead of juggling everything mentally, I focus one thing at a time. For example, on Monday, I focus on project A, Tuesday and Wednesday on project B. Even when deadlines overlap, I try to stay present with just one task. And something interesting happened. My productivity improved. But not because I worked hard or longer hours, but because my focus became stronger. In the beginning of this year, January and February, I completed an 8-week fitness challenge at my gym. And during that time, this idea kept coming back to me. Because life can easily become busy. We try to improve everything at once. But the truth is, real progress happens when we focus on one thing. Right now, my one thing is to improve my health. Not just to look better, but to feel better, to have more energy, to feel more confident, and to reduce the burden, like mental burden of constantly worrying about my body. What I love about the one thing is that it doesn't tell us to abandon our dreams. It simply asks us to choose what matters most right now. Because when we focus on one important thing, progress actually becomes possible. So, I will leave you with the same question the book asks. What is your one thing right now? And once you have that answer, start small, but start today. Because that's how real change happens, when you follow through on what truly matters. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.